and they help us open doors that otherwise would be very hard to get through. So we're super pleased to have all these people helping us out. And a little on the ecosystem. Most of you are probably aware of these partnerships that we have. Of course, IBM being a key one for us, and we continue to be a vendor of them for providing technology services. We also provided financial services in the form of Blockchain WorldWire, which was, I think, 2019 to 2021. Spring at Ripple and Stellar remain, strong connections for us. Some strategic investors, Ripple did invest in us a couple of years ago, really solidifying the bond that we had with them, so that was really nice of them to be able to do that. And MVB Bank, a key partner for us in terms of providing or being able to provide payments. And a little about the ecosystem, and a lot of you are very aware of that because a lot of you are from this, so thank you very much for joining that community. So I started talking a little bit about this before, how the thing is structured, but Stronghold Net, you can think of it as sort of this sandwich, right, where we have customers up the top, point of sale, e-commerce technology providers, set of capabilities in the middle, and then at the bottom are all the different rails, payment rails, ledgers, whatever you want to call them, that we run on top of. And everything below is what we provide in this stack. So our customers connect to our APIs, we have some functionality, and at the bottom is our blockchain compatibility layer, which connects to multiple blockchains or traditional payment rails. We also have our own virtual ledger, which might become important later, and I think there's some questions on it, so I'll touch on that later if we have time. But very quickly, it's our own custom distributed ledger where when someone doesn't need a public ledger, so we can deploy that as a private ledger is normally how that works. We've got some blockchains written there in ISO 20022, which is less of its own payment rail, but it's important to put it there. It's more of a informational standard that you can apply to payments on the other rails. So for instance, our first 20022 payment was a PAX 8, if anyone has heard of that before. It was a PAX 8 message on top of Stellar, actually. That's where we did our first ISO payment, and that would have been, I think, 2019. And that was part of our IBM work. So yeah, we've been dabbling in ISO for quite a long time, but it's becoming more and more relevant, and more financial institutions are demanding its use, right, as we move away from the old Swift messaging. But it has been around for a while. So we're sort of a layer on top of that, and we help join them. So any of these new payment rails like FedNow, that everyone's really excited for, hopefully the rollout goes smoothly, we would bring that in as another box under our platform, so we'd be able to offer FedNow-enabled payments to our participants. So you could imagine a payment that started on FedNow and ended on XRP Ledger, say. So that's what we're about. We're a layer on top of. So more payment rails that are useful, the better for us. Moose asks, why choose the Stellar blockchain, then take money from Ripple? I really like questions like this. For us, it's all about interoperability. We're not going to pick one ledger and just use that all the time. We're really interested in wherever our customers want to be, we'll go there if we can support it, right? And it was really good to be able to work with both Stellar and Ripple simultaneously. We have strong connections with them both. I started working with Ripple in the start of 2014 and Stellar that year as well. So it made a lot of sense from a relationship and a technology and a customer point of view to keep supporting them both. So there's absolutely no reason why we can't keep doing that.